let us maybe drop into our space by feeling, imagining that sunshine that we felt eating lunch outside or going on our walk, walking to the front door, sitting outside. Just feel that in your space. And feel that nourishment after a long winter. The promise of what is to come. And maybe feeling that glimmer of hope. And dropping into our hope. Let's feel our sits bones on the ground, our shoulders. Feel our nose and the top of our head. Now let's bring our awareness to a sound that's furthest away from us. Then perhaps to a sound in the same room. And maybe to a sound within ourselves. Be tuning into a sound in this room. And thinking back to the sounds of the singing bowls that you played before class. And just dropping into this experience of being here together. Scan the body. Notice the temperature of your body. Notice how mobile or still your body is in space. And now let awareness fill that stillness or that gentle rock. Allow awareness to fill that temperature of the body. Allow awareness to fill the sound within. That our class today might be a practice in awareness. Not judging, but perhaps just aware of the messages that the poses have for us tonight. You have an intention for your practice. Drop into that intention right now. Allow that intention to fill the temperature of your body. Allow the intention to fill the sound within your body. And allow that intention to be here, just like the resonance of those bowls lingered. Allow that intention to be here. Now let's bring our hands to our heart space. Maybe this allows us to feel that movement that is our heartbeat. Let's chant a single Om together, and then after that Om, bring your awareness to the resonance of the Om within and without. Let's exhale and inhale for Om. And now with complete awareness, let's extend our legs long in front of us, drop our hands to our side, come to a seated, long-legged, that's set up for our forward fold, but our legs are just out in front. Our shoulders are stacked over the hips. And once you feel grounded through your heels, through those sits bones, let's inhale to draw our hands upward. And maybe shimmy those sits bones so we feel them grounded again. Now drop that right hand kind of behind us and reach kind of back and over with that left hand. Be bending that right elbow a lot. Keep the feet flexed. Maybe feel this in your spine, feel it in the low belly, the mid belly. And then we'll exhale, bring that left arm back up. And the right arm comes to meet it. So our wrists are stacked over the shoulders. Yes. Exhale to drop that left hand behind us, kind of at that angle. We bend that elbow, bend the arm at the elbow, of course, at the elbow, and then reach it back with that right hand. And a little bit of spinal movement, kind of a twist, side body, leaning back, feeling the shoulder blades, do whatever they're doing back there. And then we'll inhale, draw the arms up overhead. And now maybe bring the shoulders apart by dropping the shoulder blades down, and maybe the elbows come out, kind of like a goalpost or Arizona cactus. And let's lean forward, hinging at the waist. Maybe you start to feel a pull in the back of the legs or maybe the spine. And just let yourself hover at an angle. Those palms facing downward, or maybe they're facing one another, however those arms are. Let the arms hover. Side body is active at this point. Feel the shoulder blades warming up a little, and maybe we just drop the arms down on either side of the leg. Relax those arms. Feel the shoulder blades slide down the back, flexing the feet. Maybe activate that stomach by hovering the hands over the floor. And now draw the shoulders over the hips. Bring the hands back beside the hips, and we'll stand up in Dandasana, our staff pose. Flex the feet. Maybe the heels lift off the floor. Exhale to relax the legs, but keep the feet flexed. Heels come back to the ground. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. And exhale, hinging forward, the heart hovering over the thighs, the fingertips reaching up towards the sky, or maybe we're at an angle with that hinge. And now exhale, drop that left hand towards the right leg. Reach the right arm to sky, twisting towards the right in a little bit of a fold. Now exhale, bring that right hand down to that right leg. Shoulders facing kind of upward. Inhale to reach the arms as an extension past the shoulders. We're hinged at the waist still. Exhale, bring the right hand towards that left leg. Reach the left hand up and kind of behind us for a little twist in our forward fold. And now exhale, bring that left hand down towards the left shin, right hand on the right shin. Maybe we bend the knees a lot or a little, and let's fold up like a paper clip as much as we can. I have to bend my knees a lot to do that. You can keep your legs unbent and straight and fold over. Feeling this perhaps in the back of the leg or the back of the body. And now let's inhale, lift the shoulders, draw them over the hips, bring the hands back, past, behind us, past those hips, point the toes, and now let's lift the hips up, pressing the hands down. Maybe you walk the feet forward, bringing the hands kind of under the shoulders for our reverse plank. Pressing the glutes through the hips as we drag the glutes towards the sky. One more breath. Now exhale, lower the hips down. Flex the feet, bring the hands up over the shoulders, sweeping towards the sky. And now let's exhale, bring the arms out like a T. Bring that right foot on the inside of the left leg. So the right foot grounds, left hand comes towards that right knee. Now open up towards the back, twisting. Be following that right hand behind us. Yep, there you go. So the left hand crosses over, left leg is long, left hand on the right bent leg, right arm goes back, breathe in. And then exhale, bring the right hand towards the middle. Extend the right leg long. Exhale, draw the left foot to the ground. Shimmy those sits bones so you feel nice and tall through the back. Right hand to the left knee. And then we'll sweep that left arm back like a T, twisting behind us. Maybe drawing that spine straight, reaching to the crown of the head. Breathe in. Now exhale, bring that left hand towards that left shin. Let's bring the right knee towards the left knee. So now we're sitting with our feet on the ground. Let's rock it back. Keep our hands on the shin just below those knees. Maybe lift those heels up just a little bit. They hover, but barely hovering. A variation of our boat pose. And then lower the feet down. Bring the shoulders over the hips. Now let's do that again. You can look mom, no hands it, or keep your hands on your shins. We're gonna rock back, but hover those feet like half an inch or less over the floor. Feel those hip flexors engage. Hands can be free or they can be down. A lot of activity in the low belly. Now let's lower the feet. Hands to the shins. And now gonna bring the nose towards the knees, curling up in a ball again. And now exhale, let's bring our soles of our feet together. Again, bring our knees out to the side. And if that's not accessible, then let's bring ourselves into a seated position that's comfortable for you. So whether you're in a butterfly or whether you're in a seated position, find yourself right where you are. If you're in a seated position, not a butterfly, maybe lean forward and feel that in your back. If you're in butterfly, you can choose to stay nice and tall through the spine, or you can bring that heart forward. We're here for a couple breaths. If you're in butterfly, stay where you are. If you have your legs kind of in that cross-legged position, switch which leg is in front, and then maybe come into that fold again. We hear about 4 or 5 more breaths. And our last breath. Exhale to bring the shoulders over the hips. Bring the feet to the floor, knees to the sky. And then from here, let's bring our hands to the side and then cross those feet coming up into tabletop. So our hands are now under the shoulders. Maybe the hips over the knees. And go ahead and offer yourself any movements that feel supportive for you right now. After being with our legs nice and long for a while, you can maybe stretch them out. Maybe you find downward facing dog. Just moving with your energy and seeing if you can connect with that om, or with the sound of your bowls, and feel that intention in the space. Nice job, guys. Just going with your energy. A couple more breaths. Really nice. Good. Yeah, let's exhale to tabletop together. Now from here, bring those hands into the shoulders, press those hands into the floor. Let's curl the toes under, hover the knees and feel that low belly activate, that kind of part of the body that we also felt in that foot hover, that version of boat pose. Let's breathe in. If you want, lower the knees and then bring that right foot to the sky, point the toe to the sky. If you want, you can hover those knees and then bring that foot to the sky. You can either hover the knee or lower. And let's just alternate, pointing the toes to the sky. Whether the knees hover or whether the knees are on the earth. You could do like 3 or 4 toe points to the sky per leg. Really feeling into your hands, feeling into the hips and that low belly. And on your final toe to the sky on each side, bring those knees to the earth, both of them. Bring them mat distance apart. And let's sit back in our child's pose. Nice job, guys. Breathing in, lengthening the spine, sinking the hands to the floor. Another breath in. And now let's exhale, roll forward, coming onto the stomach, sending the legs nice and long. Maybe the elbows are underneath the shoulders when we get down to the floor. Lift the heart, shine it through those arms. Maybe lift the head. Press the tops of the feet into the floor, anchor the pubic bone down, and energetically pull those elbows towards the hips. Really nice, good. Maybe gaze towards the floor past the front of your mat. And now let's inhale. Exhale, lower down the upper belly, lower down the low ribs. Keep the heart hovering, reach the hands back. And now let's exhale to bend those knees. And don't point the toes, but flex the feet as if we were going to stomp on the ceiling. So the tops of our thighs are down, soles of the feet to the sky. Now inhale, let's lift the heart, activating that low back. And then lower down the chest, but keep those feet where they are, lowering down the chest to the floor. And now activate that low back to inhale and draw the heart off the ground and shine that heart forward. Breathe in. Now exhale, bring those legs long, bring the shoulders or the hands under the shoulders, press the hands down, find our baby cobra, maybe a full cobra. Nice. And then exhale back to child's pose. Be there for a breath. And now let's exhale, roll up to tabletop. From our tabletop, let's drop the belly, lift the heart. Then exhale, round the spine, chin to chest. Drop the belly, inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, round the spine, chin to chest. And now find a neutral tabletop. And then point that toe of the foot towards the sky for a 3-legged table with toe to the sky. If you want, you can hover those knees and you can do a point. Let's do 3 on each leg, feeling into this experience, noticing the temperature of your body, any sounds in the body. Notice your energy. And at the end of that last toe to the sky, let's press up and back to downward facing dog. Feel our hands and our feet ground at the same time into the floor. Maybe feeling the breath through the hands and out the feet. And then in through the feet. And out through the hands. In through the hands. Exhale out the feet. Inhale through the feet and look up at the hands. We'll step our right foot through. Exhale, ground the right foot. Come on the ball of the left foot. Let's rise up into standing. Placing our hands maybe in that cactus arms like we had before on the floor. Inhale. And now exhale to bring those fingertips to point towards the ground. Breathe in with those fingertips pointing down, our cactus arms pointing down. And then exhale, ground forward into that right foot. Maybe lift that back foot up and then reach those fingertips back towards the back of the mat with an extended leg. And now let's exhale, find cactus arms reversed, right? So the fingertips still point back. And then lengthen the arms. And then exhale, come into those upside down cactus arms. And then extend those fingers long. And now last time, find those upside down cactus arms. Pause here. Exhale to bend that front knee. Bring that left leg through. The left knee comes in line with the hips. And now let's bring those arms into cactus. Fingertips point to the sky. So here we are at cactus arms. Now let's extend that left leg long. So it's kind of like a Daniel-san crane kick, little Karate Kid. Pause here in our standing staff with cactus arms. And now exhale, bring that left toe to the ground beside the right foot. Turn that out and draw the foot to the leg for your tree pose. Feel into any sensation in the arms. Does it have a temperature? Maybe you give those arms a break and you extend those fingers towards the floor. Exhale, tree pose. Breathe in. Exhale, bring that knee to the front and lower that foot down. Sweep the arms to sky. Exhale, fold it forward, forward fold, Uttanasana. Let's inhale, find a long back, crown of the head reaching forward, feet grounding. Then exhale, fold. Let's inhale, step the left foot back, lower that knee down, then lower the right foot down, lower the knee. Sit back in child's pose for just a breath. Breathe in. And then exhale, roll forward, and then up and back to downward facing dog. Sits bones reach for sky. Feeling strong in that low belly. Be gazing at the navel. Let's breathe in and out. Now inhale, stepping our left foot forward between the hands. And the right foot, ball the right foot grounds. Let's rise up. And then when you get to the top, let's bring those arms into cactus, but our normal cactus with fingertips towards the sky. Let's breathe in. And exhale to sink into that bent leg and press into the ball of that back foot. And then when you're ready, let's exhale, ground into that left foot, shifting the weight forward, and then bringing that heart to hover. Keep our arms in our cactus. Fingertips in the same direction as the crown of the head. That right leg long with the toes touching. And then from here, let's bring our arms long, extend. And then we'll exhale to bend into cactus. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bend to cactus. Now inhale, extend. Pause here. Exhale, bend that right knee. Bring it through beside the left knee. Bring that leg all the way through. Flex the foot in front of you. Exhale to bend the arms into cactus. Nice, guys. Yes. Breathe in and out. And now bring that ankle under the knee. Bring the foot to the floor. Turn that knee open. And then any variation with the arms, we find our tree pose. Really good. Breathing in and out. Dropping into the present moment. In our balancing poses, if our mind goes elsewhere, if we start to plan ahead or think back, we easily lose our balance. So these are a great practice in being present. Let's breathe in. Exhale, bring that knee forward. Bring the hands to the hips as we lower that right foot down. Standing in our mountain pose, maybe release the hands. And exhale, ground into your space. Really nice, guys. Exhale. Inhale, sweep the arms up and overhead. Bend those knees a little or a lot as we sit down in our chair. Draw the breath in. Exhale to fold forward, bringing ourselves into a half forward fold. The fingertips reach back. Maybe interlace the hands behind the back if you can. Pull those hands to the sky and maybe come into a forward fold. Let the head be heavy, reaching the arms to the sky. Breathe in. Now let's exhale, come into a half forward fold so our back is flat. You can bring the arms down towards the base of the spine, kind of resting on that low back if you want. Now ground into that right foot. Let's step the left foot back and then lift the shoulders over the hips as we come into crescent lunge. We keep those hands behind us. Exhale, pivot that left foot down. Maybe bring that left foot closer to the front of the mat, finding a nice steady base. As we exhale to fold, coming into our humble warrior, that right shoulder, maybe on the inside of that right leg. Yeah, let the head be heavy, the crown of the head parallel with the floor. Breathe in. Exhale. Now from here in your humble warrior, exhale to release the hands. Keep your body where it is. Bring the hands down. Bring both hands on the inside of that right foot. Pivot the right foot, kind of heel toe it towards the right side of the mat. Come onto the ball of that left foot. And then lower the left knee down. And then drop that right foot or that knee out to the side. Coming into a variation of our lizard pose. Both hands on the inside of the right foot. Right knee out to the side. Yeah. Exhale and inhale. You can offer a slight bend in the elbows if that feels better. You can lock them out. Being aware of how that feels in the shoulders. And just maybe letting this pose be a message to our body. Let's exhale, bring the right foot to the floor, the knee towards the sky now. Let's exhale, send the hips back. The left hip over the left knee. Maybe the right leg is nice and long, coming into our Ardha Hanumanasana. That right leg nice and long. Hands can frame the leg. And we'll fold over to our half splits. Inhale. And exhale. Another breath in. Exhale, filling ourselves with awareness. Now let's bring our right foot to the floor, bending that front knee. Now step the left foot to meet the right, folding forward, Uttanasana. Breathe in. Now exhale, draw the hands behind us. Maybe bring your hands into the opposite fold, or opposite interlace as it was before, with a different thumb on top. Pull the hands to the sky, maybe towards the low back. Now ground the left foot. And we'll inhale to kind of lift up into a half forward fold. Now step the right foot back. Finding our lunge first. Getting those feet in the right position that feels nice and stable. So we can bring some stillness and awareness here. You can ground that right heel if you want, or keep it lifted. But when you're ready, we'll exhale to fold forward, coming into our humble warrior. The left shoulder maybe on the inside of that left knee. And reach the hands to the sky. Maybe you just find opposite elbows behind you. Breathing in and out. Letting the breath fill yourself with life. When you're ready, release those hands out to the side and then sweep them on the inside of the left foot. So both hands on the inside of the foot. Bring that left foot out to the side of the mat. If you want, you can lower down that right knee and then drop that left knee out to the side, the left pinky edge side of the foot coming to the ground, the sole of the foot opening up towards the hands. Yes, and here we are, lizard pose. Uttam Pristahasana. You close the eyes and drop into the shape. And drop into any sensations or emotions that might be available to us right now. Let's breathe for 3 more rounds of breath. And then when you're ready, lower that left foot down. You can bring the left hand on the outside of that left foot. Bring that foot in as much as you need to before you send the hips back. Straighten that left leg, coming into Ardha Hanumanasana on the other side, that half splits. You can fold over that leg as much as is available. Lift the heart, keep it lowered. Breathing in and out. One more breath in. Now exhale to bend that knee, bringing that foot back. The knee comes to the floor next to the right knee. Now bring our knees nice and wide. Walk the hands forward into a puppy pose. Or if you want, extend those hips back for a child's pose. And let's give ourselves 3 rounds of breath in our child's pose. Now on an exhale, let's lift the hips, lift the shoulders. Let's come into a seated position, much like what we began our class in. And maybe reconnecting with that intention, or perhaps reconnecting with the sound of a singing bowl, or that vibration of Om. Hear it and feel it. And then when you're ready, we can blink the eyes open. And gathering our props, coming into our first restorative shape. So hopefully you've got your blankets and your pillows, bolster or blocks. We're going to use our bolster first, and we're going to bring that bolster flat on the ground. This is kind of a little back bend, but remember it's our restorative yoga, so it's really supportive. So if you have some blocks, bring your blocks out to the side as if they were going to be your armrests. So we'll use those blocks as an armrest. Something that's really, really nice when we lie down on a bolster, whether it's a flat on the ground or it's reclined. If you have enough blankets, if you have a towel, roll it up just enough to put underneath your neck. It's kind of a really nice neck support. And so maybe you have some pillows. I have a ton of pillows. So I'm going to put a pillow under each knee because I'm going to sit in butterfly. If you want, you can have your legs long and have some pillows underneath your knees. So our legs, find that comfortable spot for you, and then bring that base of the spine to the bottom of that bolster. Lower your head back. That neck roll is maybe there if you have enough props for one. Your arms are on your blocks like armrests. And let's just relax back onto our bolster. So you might notice the heart is lifted just a little. And the elbows are maybe a little lower than the heart. Let those legs be really comfortable. Remember, our restorative yoga is that part that's effortless. There's nothing that we should feel. We might feel that we have a body, but we're not trying to stretch a muscle. We're not trying to open or expand. We're just bringing ourselves into these supported shapes for relaxation. So bring as many props as you need. You might be able to remember back far enough to when we used to do this in person. And by the end of class, we always had that closet empty of props. So bring as many props into your space as you need. And drop in the back of the body, supported. Maybe letting the tongue fall into the back of the mouth. Maybe giving yourselves as many deep breaths as you need to feel completely relaxed. Maybe breathing in the low back. Your next breath into the middle of the back, all the way around the front of the body. And the next breath to the upper back and upper torso. And we'll exhale to drop into the shape. Let awareness fill stillness. Letting your legs relax. If your mind begins to wander, perhaps scanning the body and naming the different joints from the toes up to the shoulders. And after naming all those joints, do it again, but saying the word relax as you visualize each joint. Relax, relax, relax. Allowing the eyes to relax and the nose, the cheeks, and the throat relax. The stomach relax. Now let's bring our breath and an inhale to the soles of the feet. Fill the entire body. And exhale at the palms of the hands. Inhale through the palm. Fill your being. And exhale through the soles of the feet. Inhale through the soles of your feet. Exhale out the palms. Inhale through the palms. And exhale, let it go out the soles of your feet. And then drop into the earth. Now one more deep breath in. Exhale, let the breath go. And then maybe gently lifting your arms off the blocks and moving those blocks just enough out of the way you can bring your hands down. Bring the soles of the feet to the floor, moving any props out of the way to get them on the earth. And then we have an option for our next shape. We want to fold over. So if you want to come into a supported child's pose, we're going to bring our back towards the sky. So maybe you want to come into a folded over child's pose. The other option is to come into a forward fold, kind of like what we started our class with. So you can bring a bolster onto your knees or onto your legs. You can bring pillows on that bolster. And then you can just fold over the top with that big heap of pillows. So as long as your back is folded, the chest is down, the back is to the sky, we just want to move our back in the opposite way that we just were. So finding what's going to give effortlessness and space and freedom to you. Yeah, really nice, guys. And maybe dropping into the sensation of your heart beating against the pillows. Feeling that life beating into those bolsters. Allowing awareness to fill your stillness. And allowing this stillness to be our teacher. You can stay in the shape that you're in for longer if you'd like. If you're ready to move to Shavasana, please do so whenever you're ready. There's no rush. Letting our mental fluctuations, our emotion, let them come into harmony. Let everything settle. Let everything fall into alignment. Inviting in our rest. Allowing our shavasana to hold us in our stillness. Relaxing any tension from the face. Letting the palms soften and the fingers relax. As the fingers relax, the elbows and shoulders, and the neck relaxing. Feel the shoulder blades and the hips. As we surrender into being. Maybe we turn the feet side to side. Maybe bringing the soles of the feet to the floor and letting the knees drop to one side and then the other. You can press the shoulder blades into the floor and reach those fingers towards the toes. And then as you're ready, you can roll to one side and make your way to a seated position. If you'd like, you can bring your hands to prayer in front of your heart. Maybe noticing your heartbeat in your hand. We'll expand our awareness outward now. Noticing a sound within the room. And the sound furthest away from where we're seated. Inviting the benefits of the practice to stay with us as we go and engage in the world again. Let's exhale. And inhale. Exhale. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Namaste.